Today, I'm going to give you a bit of an insight into one of the strategies that we use in ExpertHub. Now, what I'm not going to do is teach you all about the strategy, the ins and outs, the stop losses, the take profits, where to enter, etc., etc. But I am going to tell you about how to become interested in the strategy, and more importantly, how to not be interested in the strategy. What I mean by that is when to take trades and when not to take trades. What I want to do is show you how the strategy thinks, because I actually think that that's more interesting. Why am I showing you this? Because there are loads of strategies out there, and there are loads of indicators, and there are loads of things that can get people confused. And what we all need is a very, very basic strategy that teaches us when to enter and when not to enter, which is actually far more important. So let me show you this strategy. This strategy revolves around price action and the opening of the London session of the market. And what we're not doing is trying to predict what the market is going to do. We're waiting for the market to do something, and then we're reacting to that thing. And that's what makes it a good strategy. So here we are, and you can see that we are on Euro USD, and we are on a 15-minute time period. I've marked out the different time zones. So the orange here is the Asian trading session, and the green is the London trading session. I've then marked out the previous daily high and the previous daily low. The chances are that the market in a given period will hit either the previous daily high or the previous daily low, or sometimes it will actually do both. We look at the structure of the market, so we can see previously we've been on quite a big bullish structure getting up to the previous daily high. However, we are now just on the point where we're looking at a change of character, in that this Asian session has come down almost in line with this candle here. And if we drop below that, then that is a change of character. And that will kind of indicate to us which way the candles are going to go. If it does go beyond there, then they will go below and hit the previous daily low. If it doesn't, and it goes back up on the London session, it actually only needs a snipe candle, which is something a little bit different that I'll talk about on another video, for this to become a bullish trend or continue the bullish trend, and then we could be looking at a buy. However, if we go below, like I say here, we're a change of character, and that means we're on a bearish trend, and we can look at then selling down to the previous daily low. So let's press play and see what happens. It's got to be a full candle like that one there. That one there closed below this swing low. So we would be looking at getting in for a sell at this point. So I'll put a short position here. Yes, it's gone back beyond it, but that doesn't really matter. It should still sell. Perhaps we could at this point get back in here. But on the back of that, perhaps we want to set a sell limit so we can get back to it when it's there. Now, risk is really, really, really important. It's the most important thing. A lot of traders go wrong because what they look at is how much they can make, not looking actually at how much they could lose, which is far, far more important. However, if we do a 1-to-1 risk ratio, then we will always be in a good position. We definitely don't want to be doing anything stupid like let's move this up here. We don't want to be doing something like that. So 0.6 would just ultimately mean that we would be losing out. Not every trade, but overall it will give us a negative aspect. So 1-to-1 is an absolute minimum. And we're not going all the way down to the previous daily low with this. However, we could do if we wanted to, and that would give us a bit more. But let's have a look at what would happen. That's almost a 1 to 1.3, which is not too bad at all. Let's press play and see what happens, because it has gone up a bit. It's gone back up. It continues to go back up. Oh, but there we go. It's gone back down. That's a pretty definite. You can never say never. The market does what the market does. But let's see if it does come down and would have paid us out on this trade. And I think it's probably going to, looking at that. it's pretty determined to go south, and there we have it. It has indeed. Always be aware of your risk, and I recommend risking a maximum of 1% of your pot per day. So that means that you could trade with 0.5%, in the grounds that sometimes what will happen is the trade will go in the wrong direction, and then you can then take the trade in the other direction. Now, this is a very, very quick and basic overview of this trade. We call it the London Breakout Sniper Trade strategy. If you want to know more about it and other strategies that we have on ExpertHub, then please follow the link that's in the comments and in the description to ExpertHub, and you can have a look about there. And if you want to know more about strategies, you can sign up and get the actual complete courses on how they work. But more importantly, and much, much better, is to get onto the live classes with the coaches where they'll talk through the strategies, because there's quite a lot to it. This is very, very basic, and I've gone through just a tiny bit. But if you start trying to do this yourself, chances are you'll get caught up in stuff and not actually know where you're going. So my advice is to log on to ExpertHub, have a quick look about. On the back of that, if you want to ask me any questions, then please do ask in the comments. There's also my Facebook and Instagram handles are down there in the comments, so you can connect with me through that. I do keep track on those quite regularly, and I'm more than happy to give you advice there. I will be back next week for more trading experiences. I'm loving my trading at the moment. These strategies in ExpertHub have been an absolute game changer for me. If you're liking what I'm doing as well, I would really, really appreciate if you would like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to my channel. That would be amazing. Thank you so much, and see you very soon.